The day I found out my son had another family, I felt my chest tighten in a way I had never felt before. At first I thought it must be a mistake. Rumor. Something I could ignore. But the call left no room for doubt. He had a wife. A child. A life I never knew existed. A life he built while I was still raising him, still loving him, still believing I knew him completely. I remember sitting in the kitchen, the sunlight falling across the tiles, the sound of the clock ticking louder than ever. I held my hands in my lap and tried to make sense of it. How could the boy I taught to care, the boy I carried in my heart for 20 years, live a life I wasn't part of? I kept thinking of every birthday, every school performance, every late-night talk we had. Had any of it mattered? I didn't scream. I didn't cry. Not yet. I just stared at the floor, my mind replaying the life I thought I had. And in that silence, the truth hit me harder than any words could. Sometimes love isn't enough. Sometimes, devotion is invisible to the person who should cherish it the most. I remembered the nights I stayed up worrying, the meals I cooked, the sacrifices I made. And suddenly it all felt small. Not because it wasn't important, but because he had chosen a path that no one could have predicted. I wondered if he even felt guilty. Did he think about the mother who raised him? Or was she the life he wanted more than me? The questions burned in my chest, but I couldn't answer them. The only thing I could do was sit with the pain, let it wash over me, and try to breathe again. That night I went to my room and looked at his old photos. Baby pictures, school photos, family holidays. I touched them gently, remembering every smile, every hug, every quiet moment we shared. And then I whispered to myself, even when love betrays, my heart can still be full. Even when someone leaves, my spirit can endure. Even when life changes, I am still here. It was the first time in years that I felt both broken and alive. I understood that some truths don't come with closure. Some pains don't need answers. They only need us to accept them, to breathe, and to continue. Because love, even when it hurts, teaches us who we are. And in that heartbreak, I found something I hadn't felt in a long time: clarity, strength, and a quiet kind of peace. Please follow me for no reason.